Namaskar. Prayers for your and your family members' safety and health. Hope you're fine. In this video lesson, we are going to start with the second chapter. In that, there are two parts. We are going to read the first part. It is a story of a girl who was deaf. She could not hear, but strangely, she understood music. Well, without ears, and that too understanding music, strange, isn't it? So let us read the story of this girl. Her name is Evelyn Glenny, and she could understand music with the sense of touch, with vibrations. Let us understand how she did it, how she developed the skill of understanding music. Let us read the introduction. Evelyn Glenny listens to sound without hearing it. That is part 1. Before we read the chapter, God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. This is about this girl, Evelyn Glenny. Read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. So let us read how she got success in her life. 1. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl, looking younger than her 17 years, was nervous, yet excited as she felt the vibrations of the approaching train. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. So, in this part, we come to know that there is this girl, a little nervous girl, but excited from inside, is waiting at the platform, at the railway platform, waiting for her train. And while there are people around, while there is crowd around, she is at her place waiting for the train. And we also come to know that it is her first day. Where is she going? She is going to attend her classes of music in the Royal Academy of Music, and it is in London, United Kingdom, Britain. She is a teenager and she is facing a challenge, in fact, a bigger challenge. And we are introduced with this line that she was profoundly deaf. So, this made her challenge bigger than others. She was profoundly deaf and she was going to the music college, and that too the Royal College of Music. So, it was a daunting task, it was a tough task, but she was ready for the challenge. Did you understand the first part? Let us move on to the second part. Evelyn Glenny's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. They called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glenny. For quite a while, Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. But by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated, and her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Everything suddenly looked black, says Evelyn. In this part, we come to know that Evelyn Glenny did not suddenly become deaf. The deafness or the loss of hearing was gradual. In fact, at the age of 8 years, when once Evelyn was playing piano, somebody called her name and she did not move. And that time, Isabel Glenny, that is her mother, sensed that she may be deaf. Evelyn also did not want to share her deafness, did not want to tell that she was deaf to her friends and teachers. It was only when her marks deteriorated that the headmistress of the school advised her mother, advised the parents, that you should take your daughter to a specialist, to a doctor. It is here that the deafness was diagnosed. It was because of a gradual nerve damage. So the doctor advised that now she should have to wear hearing aids. Now, a girl who loved music, who wanted to be a musician, suddenly finds that she is deaf or she is becoming 100% deaf. And therefore, this line that everything seemed black. How could she make her career in music if she's deaf? What to do now? So things seemed black. That means she did not have hope at that time. 3. But Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. One day, she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way, says Evelyn. Suddenly, I realized I could feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. Forbes repeated the exercise, and soon Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. Evelyn was interested in music, and since she was interested in music and wanted to learn music, she was determined to lead a normal life, even though she had come to know that she was going to lose her hearing fully. One day, when she noticed a girl playing xylophone. Xylophone is a musical instrument. She also wanted to play that instrument. And when she shared this desire with her friends, the friends discouraged her. Even the teachers discouraged her. But it was Ron Forbes who spotted her potential. Now, in the life of students, there are some teachers who would give the platform to fly to success. So it was Ron Forbes who spotted the potential in this girl. So when the teacher, Ron Forbes, found out the talent, he did one experiment. He also knew about the condition of this girl, Evelyn Glenny. And so he instructed, don't listen through your ears. Try to sense the sound, try to sense the drums or the beating of the drums with some other way. And Evelyn tried some other way, and she responded that suddenly she realized that she could feel the higher drums from waist up and the lower drums waist down. So she had found a way out to uh, understand music, to feel the music, not with ears but with the skin. And she says, I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. And then she was determined and she had to do hard work, which she was ready to do. And therefore, we know she was on the path of success. 4. She never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. At the end of her 3-year course, she had captured most of the top awards. So, with the sheer determination and hard work over the period of time, she had made her mark. She had also auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music, and initially she used to uh, perform in an orchestra, but gradually she also started giving solo performances. And at the end of 3-year course in the Royal Academy of Music, she had captured most of the top awards, and she was touring the entire country. At a very young age, she was recognized. It's because of her sheer determination and hard work. She had made music her career. A deaf girl making music her career. What a great achievement. Don't you think so? 5. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. And she got right to the top. The world's most sought after multi percussionist with a mastery of some 1,000 instruments and hectic international schedule. So here we come to know that she was flying high. She was called from different parts of the world, and not simply drums. She had learned many other percussion instruments. You know what is the meaning of percussion? Percussion is such an instrument which you have to beat, like for example, drum or dholak. And um, she became one of the world's famous percussionists. This girl, Evelyn, at a very young age, started touring different parts of the world, and it was very hectic international schedule. From simple drums, she had started mastering other percussion instruments, and it is said that she mastered some 1,000 instruments. So it was a great thing. At a very young age, she had achieved something really very unimaginable. And though Evelyn was an international artist, she was still very down to earth. She was very humble. She believed that it's only because of hard work we can achieve success. And she was putting every bit of hard work that she could. So, such a great and humble person, we have to learn a lot from this personality. So, that was Evelyn Glenny. This is part 1 of the video session. In the second part, we are going to read further and also understand what the chapter has to say about Evelyn Glenny. So, meet you in the next video lesson. Bye till then. God bless you. May peace be with you.